73% of customers stick with a brand on account of the memorable experience created by friendly employees or customer service representatives. 68% of customers believe the key to great customer service is politeness. 1 in 3 people say the most important aspect of customer service is speaking with a knowledgeable and friendly agent. Treating customers right always yields long-lasting results. 73% of customers say they stay loyal to brands because of a friendly customer service agent. 73% of customers fall in love with a brand because of friendly customer service representatives. For this reason, every person in a business should double up as a customer service representative irrespective of their job profile, and should actively play a role in developing and maintaining a good relationship with the customers. Everyone in your business needs to genuinely seek to deliver good experiences to customers. They should always be warm, polite, and friendly to customers. This is particularly important for customer-facing teams, who should additionally demonstrate the following during their customer interactions, whether in person, on phone, online, or digitally via social media. 1. Soft skills. Beyond being friendly and approachable, your team should handle customers with patience and empathy, taking time to understand their needs without rushing or dismissing the customer. And 2. Knowledge. The team should also have a thorough understanding of the products or services so as to effectively attend to customer queries. For more technical or complex interactions, transcripts can be provided for reference during customer interactions such as phone calls. A simple induction program for new hires and regular refreshers would be great for developing and sustaining a thorough understanding of the business. Avoid passing the customer from one agent to another, and only do so if the problem needs to be escalated for resolution. For customers to keep returning, the business needs to be deliberate about getting to know them and investing in a long-term relationship. A long-term focus that goes beyond the current transaction is important for business success. Customers with whom a long-term relationship has been established are less likely to churn, and more likely to keep spending more in the longer term. About 20% of customers are lost annually due to lack of a cordial relationship. 85% of companies confirmed that long-term customer relationships were important to their business. Customers spend progressively more as the relationship with the business grows. The average repeat customer spends 67% during months 31 to 36 of the shopping relationship, compared to months 0 to 6. A shopper's fifth purchase is 40% larger than the first, and the 10th is nearly 80% larger than the first. You therefore need to be deliberate about creating a long-term customer relationship to encourage the customer to keep buying from your business. Every customer counts, more so for smaller businesses that face a lot more challenges in this highly competitive environment. Businesses should strive not to lose even a single customer, and in so doing minimize churn. Relationship develops trust so that customers progressively appreciate the value they receive from your business, and choose to continue doing business with you. Customers patronize businesses that treat them well and become loyal word-of-mouth advocates for these businesses. It is hard to satisfy someone you don't know, and you may miss out on fulfilling the customer's expectations. How does a business build healthy customer relationships? It starts with taking every opportunity to know the customer so as to develop an emotional connection, understand their expectations, and appreciate them. Remember what we said about customers with an emotional connection? They have a 306% higher customer lifetime value, stay on for an average of 5 years, and make recommendations at a much higher rate. As a result, businesses that use emotional connections outperform their competitors by 85% in sales. Aim to create an authentic emotional connection with customers, within acceptable boundaries, of course. Customers, especially the regular ones, should never feel like strangers, and interactions should be more than a business transaction and feel more like an enduring friendship. Creating such a bond takes time, so use every interaction as an opportunity to get to know and really engage with the customer. This way, the experience is memorable and keeps the business top of mind whenever the customer thinks of the product or service they need provided. An emotional connection also builds trust with customers, which is crucial to the success of the business. Nearly 90% of consumers trust a company whose service is rated as very good to take care of their needs. 83% of customers will recommend your brand to others if they trust it. 82% will stick to your brand if they trust it. Trust cannot be bought, it can only be earned. It is a natural consequence of a strong emotional connection. Businesses should be deliberate about developing trust, as they build the relationship right from the very first interaction with the customer, and during every transaction thereafter. Grow that relationship by really getting to know and engage the customer. This makes the customer experience memorable and keeps the business top of mind. Customers trust a business they relate well with. Trust is so important that 81% of consumers consider trust a deal breaker or deciding factor in their buying decision. On average, only 34% of consumers say they trust most of the brands they use. Consumers need to be confident that the business cares about them and is committed to excellent delivery. One way to demonstrate trust is to consistently provide great experience all around. Lack of trustworthiness has the same negative effects as poor customer experience and can push customers away and cause them to share their negative experiences with others. Understand, and at the very minimum, aim to meet the customer's expectations. 76% of customers say they expect companies to understand their needs and expectations. 63% of consumers expect businesses to know their unique needs and expectations. Clarity around how to deliver excellence increases the possibility of not just meeting customer expectations, but exceeding them. You need to be intentional about clearly understanding what the customer needs, desires or their preferences regarding their challenges or reasons for buying, so as to serve them well and positively influence their perception regarding the experience. Key to this is providing the right product, the right service or the right solution. Unfortunately, this is an area that is often overlooked by businesses which try to solve the customer's problem from their own perspective. Don't assume that a product or service adequately meets the customer's expectations if you don't understand the situation from their perspective. Make every effort to clearly understand what the customer needs, as this gives pointers to solving their problem. This is huge in the mind of the customer, as nearly 50% of customers say they have left a brand to which they were loyal to go to a competitor that is better at meeting their needs. Customer expectations are not just limited to the product or service, but also include the quality of the interaction with the business. 84% of customers report that their expectations had not been exceeded in their last interaction with customer service. This is a big problem, as oftentimes the business' own view of customer centricity and customer service excellence does not align to the customer, creating a major gap in perception. 75% of organizations believe themselves to be customer-centric, while only 30% of consumers believe this to be the case. Additionally, 80% of companies believe they are providing superior customer service experience, but only 8% of consumers agree. Such a huge gap, 80% versus 8%. In reality, a number of businesses struggle to meet customer expectations. 25% of businesses don't even meet these expectations, while 67% meet expectations, and only 7% manage to exceed these. This is mainly because of misalignment with the customer's needs and expectations, caused by serving customers from the business perspective, or the wrong assumption that the business offering alone, that is, the product, service or brand, is sufficient. Always remember that customer expectations go beyond product, service or brand, to also include the quality of the interaction. Meeting customers' needs, therefore, demands a holistic approach. How does a business work at fulfilling customer expectations? It starts with talking and listening to the customer to discover their needs, challenges and pain points, and the top issues the business needs to solve or their reasons for buying and how they'd like this done, that is, their desires or preferences. Next, promise only what the business can achieve or deliver. Set expectations that are feasible for the business in terms of the right product, the right service, or the right solution. In the event that the customer's expectations are not met, for whatever reason, apologize and come to a compromise with the customer or give recourse. For example, you can return the deposit, compensate them in terms of time or money, replace the product, or if they are up to it, repeat the service with better execution. Once a business has figured out how to consistently meet customer expectations, it's time to level up, beyond listening, understanding, and acting. The challenge should be to go over and above. Do more than what is expected so as to exceed customer expectations. This will delight customers and further improve retention and loyalty. Delighting customers goes beyond listening and understanding their needs to just meet their expectations. This is about surprising them with superior execution, delivering excellent service at a reasonable cost, short service turnaround that saves them time, and surprises such as discounts, freebies, or extras at no additional cost. Seek out opportunities to treat your customers as the special people they are, as often as possible. We will discuss delighting customers more in one of the later units. The last bit is appreciating your customers. We all love to be appreciated by those around us, and this is a key ingredient to any happy and fulfilling relationship. The same goes for customers. They need to feel appreciated by your business. According to New Voice Media, feeling unappreciated is the #1 reason why customers switch products and services. It may seem obvious, but appreciating the customer is one of the simplest zero-cost customer retention principles. It shows the customer how much they mean to your business and helps grow the relationship, motivating them to keep coming back. So make appreciation an everyday thing. It's very simple to do. Along with asking for feedback, which we shall discuss shortly, always say thank you to your customers after all interactions, irrespective of whether this resulted in a transaction. Applaud their continued support and show them how much you value and appreciate their business when celebrating business achievements and milestones, or even the customer's own special occasions such as service anniversary and birthdays. Thank them as you undertake any retention marketing efforts and look for ways to communicate gratitude to them, such as campaigns targeting customers who are inactive or have become irregular. You need to remind them once in a while of how much you value them and appreciate their business. Thank you messages and retention marketing can also be included in the customer communication activities. More on this when we cover the 2 units on communication and retention marketing.